episode 2. Okay, so first things first, let me know your thoughts on, I was about to say on today's episode. Let me know your thoughts on this episode. Hold on, let me turn these subscriber comments on. Hold on. What I go to again? Anyone, subscribers, 20 minutes. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute. There you go. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So y'all let me know your thoughts on today's. I said it again. I said it again. Let me know your thoughts on this episode. So okay, I'm struggling. I'm learning the new characters, y'all. The new characters. I'm learning the characters' name and stuff like that. I did not catch that lady's name who was in the church telling Rashida that Jeff had slept with her and been sleeping with her. Been slept with her. I'm messing up. But yeah, so the first thing that I want to talk about is the whole Rashida situation. Because I was believing the lady. Look, I thought she was telling the truth. And I thought Rashida was believing her too until she said come with her. When she said come with her, she was like, the lady asked if Jeff was going to be there. And she was like, no, he's not going to be there. I either thought that Rashida believed her at first before she said that. But when she got up and she said that, I was like, either she finna go confront Jeff in front of her or whatever to see if she telling the truth or something else. But I was like, yeah, once they got in that office and she was like, show me where it happened, and she showed her and everything. And she showed her the cameras to prove that nothing happened. Some people were saying that he could have erased it. He could have did it where, what's it called when you got a camera and you could set it up so it looked like nothing has been going on in the office or whatever. I don't know what it's called, y'all. But some people have been saying they could be true. Some people saying they knew she was telling a lie because why would he do that in the church? I said that's the least of the people would do it anywhere. That don't matter. This don't matter. All this stuff we was taught, like, oh, don't do this or that wrong. And people know that right from wrong, and people will do this and do that. They always say if you know better, do better. That's a load of baloney. It's a lot of people that know better that never do better. But yeah, people are saying that they knew she was lying. Some people saying that they think she's still telling the truth and that Rashida gonna be shocked. Another person said they think that she was speaking up for somebody else. She was just trying to bring clarity or bring the information to Rashida. I said one thing I do know. Now I don't know about all that. I just know that it's obvious that Jeff is hiding something. I said it's obvious that Jeff is hiding something. Now at first, when they first showed the first episode, I'm talking about that first episode. It's only been two. It's only been two. I thought he was messing with the dude. Now I know I ain't the only one, because the way he was looking, or either he was just looking because that's what they do and he used to seeing it and stuff like that, or maybe he feels guilty because he know what Jeff is into or whatever. But yeah, I was like, look, that's what I thought. But then when they showed that lady, I was like, so who is he messing around with? Because it's obvious somebody. Then when she went in the room, he was on the phone or whatever, and then he hurried up and got off. He hurried up and got off the phone. He hurry up and got off the phone, y'all. But yeah, people are speculating that the lady was telling the truth. She was just covering for somebody, or either something about Rashida's gonna find out, y'all. But yeah, the lady ends up telling Rashida it's been going on for months. And I had wrote down, I said, does she believe her? But by the time she told her to come with her, I was like, she don't believe her. So she ends up showing her the camera footage or whatever. And also, it's released, y'all. They released the episode. Apparently, it's going to air every Thursday. But yeah, it's on BET Plus. But if you don't have BET Plus, you can look on TikTok. They've been dropping the scenes. You can look on Facebook. I think the way you find it on Facebook, let me see. I think Tyler Perry's Divorce Sister Season 1, Episode 2. I think some people be uploading it on there, y'all. But yeah, so far so good. Like I said, Rashida ends up saying that the girl's lying or whatever. She was like, she wasn't the first one. Apparently, it's been other women to come forward and said that Jeff has been involved with them or whatever. And then the lady, her friend Bridget, she came in after. She was like, another one or whatever. She was like, yeah. And I was like, dog, how long this been going on? But it's obvious the man is hiding something. Jeff is definitely hiding something, y'all. I was thinking the dude. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. He was involved with the dude, but we'll see. What else happened? Let me see. Geneva and Javon. So apparently Geneva was messing around with William, her husband's friend, 6 years ago. But apparently, I think they said it was one time thing. I think she said that they slept together one time. So now he's speculating, Javon is speculating that he's the father of Anika. He's the father of Anika or whatever. And a lot of people have been saying that too, that they look alike or whatever. Then Javon's supposed to be talking to Tiffany on next week's episode. So Geneva ends up talking to her and saying, just be careful or whatever. And she asking her, what's going on? What did she miss? I said, better tell her something. I said, better tell her something before they get to being involved with each other. I mean, sometimes you can tell people and they still go do low down dirty stuff, but yeah, we'll see. Like I said, Javon ends up stopping by Geneva's office, tells her that he's back, and he missed her. He's divorced now, and all this other stuff. They end up hugging. I said, "Girl, get up off here." I said, "Don't hug him. Your husband come in, then what?" And also, did y'all see the trailer? She's supposed to be sitting in the car and seeing William kiss another lady, and somebody said she too calm for me. They said she too calm for me. I said we gotta see the episode first, y'all. Sometimes they just combine clips to make us think a certain thing. But we'll see. Hold on. Who else we got? Let's see. Rashida and Tiffany. Tiffany stopped by to check on Naomi. They end up talking about what's going on with Geneva. Rashida and Tiffany. Is that what? Was they on the phone? I can't remember if they was on the phone or not, y'all. But yeah, they was just talking about what's going on with Geneva. Still telling business. I said, that's why you can't tell nobody nothing. They told you not to say nothing. Now everybody know everything so far except the fact that Anika may or may not be William's daughter. They haven't dived deep into that yet, y'all. Tiffany and Naomi. Tiffany ends up revealing. So basically, this episode was kind of like they was giving us some background information on the characters, and I said that's a good thing because you know how they be writing these shows, they don't tell us nothing about none of the characters. But yeah, it was revealed on this episode that Tiffany is currently paying alimony to her ex. Naomi ends up revealing that she found out her ex got a 25-year-old pregnant. Tiffany ends up saying Franklin is baiting her and stuff like that. He was making some type of post about her and just mentioning her in a way, but not directly mentioning her name. And she just over there, she just watching him and everything. I said, look, I said, she playing right into what he want. I don't know. Do y'all know who they got playing Franklin yet? I don't know if I seen who they got playing Franklin yet. But I recognize some of these other characters from other shows though. Who else we got? Let's see. I think Naomi ends up saying they end up saying that Naomi is suing her ex for a parking spot that she was being petty or whatever. So like I said, this was basically like giving us background information on the characters, their divorce or whatever. What else? Tiffany ends up admitting that she's afraid to love. But again, on next week's episode, she's supposed to be talking to Javon, the side dude that Geneva was messing around with. Let's see. Who else? Geneva, Rashida. Geneva ends up talking to Rashida. She ends up saying she know William is cheating or whatever. Rashida ends up asking. And Rashida knows, y'all. Rashida knows that Geneva was involved with, what's his name? With Javon. Rashida knows. But based on next week's trailer, like I keep saying, don't look like nobody else know. Excuse me. Because she's saying, Tiffany is talking to Geneva. She's saying, is this something, I should know or whatever? She was like, just be careful. So I'm like, does Rashida the only one know? I ain't say that right. Is Rashida the only one to know that she was having an affair with this dude? Is it called an affair if they only slept once? Either way go, they cheating. So let me see what else. Geneva says she know William cheating. Rashida ends up asking Geneva if she's trying to catch him in something. Geneva ends up... Oh, and she didn't tell him. She still didn't tell William what Anika said. Rashida ends up asking Geneva if she's trying to catch William cheating. Geneva ends up revealing that she only slept with Javon one time, and it was 6 years ago. Calvin ends up telling Bridget that Vaughn quit. He ends up calling. And did y'all notice? The Calvin dude is the dude from Tyler Perry play. Did y'all see that? He either from the play or he from the movie. Either way it go, he played it on Tyler Perry's show before. Then the other dude, Vaughn, doesn't he play on Tyler Perry's, what's it called? Is it Ruthless? It's something. Either way it go, he played in the Tyler Perry show too. So I like how Tyler Perry reuses some of the characters. I want to know if he handpicks them or if they had to go through the whole process all over again. Like, what's it called? Audition. But yeah, I love when he used characters that he used before. What else happened? Naomi ends up saying that Franklin is up to something. She was talking to her hairstylist and or whatever, and they end up taking the phone from her. Or whatever. William and Geneva talk about going to Italy together, and he was saying how he could tell that something's up with Geneva. She's acting differently. Now, I don't know if that was because she knows that he possibly cheating or because she knows Javon in town and she keeping a secret. Let's see. Rashida ends up saying Rashida saw Jeff whispering on the phone or whatever. That's when he hurried up and got off the phone or whatever, and they was arguing. Then the kids came and they was telling them how they hate each other, how they put on a big show for everybody else at the church, but then they come home. I think the girl was saying how that's why she don't really believe, because they be faking it till they make it, basically, or whatever. Now it's like, excuse me. But yeah, I was like, yeah, they gonna dive deeper into their storyline sooner or later. He involved with somebody. He involved with somebody. I don't know who it is yet. I was saying the dude. Or at least the dude knows who's involved with, and he was just giving that guilty look or whatever. Excuse me. Every time I go to the store, I forget to get some medicine. Oh my goodness. Let's see what else. Yeah, the kids came up, and that's when they revealed that they tired of them fighting and stuff like that. Um, William ends up surprising Geneva with Javon or whatever, and she acted like she hadn't seen him. He acted like he hadn't seen her or whatever. Then he was like, I want to introduce you to my daughter. So he had the lady bring the daughter down, and then Javon just looking at the little girl, whatever, just complimenting her. And then it was something about the Anika name. He was like, that's a nice name. So either that's his mama name, his sister name, somebody in his family name, or that's the name he always wanted to give his daughter. Either way it goes, it's something relating to that name. Because William was like, Geneva's the one who chose it or whatever. She's the one that chose the Anika name. And I was like, yeah, either that's his mama name, one of his family member names, or he's the one who said it back when they was messing around that he wanted a little girl named Anika. But he ends up going to take the little girl upstairs. I think, oh no, she said she wanted him to tuck her in or something. But either way go, he took her upstairs and left them two alone. So he was just like, a beautiful daughter and stuff like that, just like her mother. But I would like to think that she has her father's eyes. So then ends up asking her if Anika is his. And I was like, look, people don't never be paying attention when they should be paying attention. But yeah, I was like, I don't know. Do y'all think, somebody said they think that she doesn't know who's the father because she was messing around with both of them at the same time. I said, I can see that. I can see them doing the storyline with that. But yeah, I think the last thing was Javon asking Geneva if Anika's his. But so far so good, y'all. Not too much went on. Just them giving us a background information up on these characters and why they divorced and stuff like that. So far, I think the only person we haven't been introduced to is the Franklin dude. Now I might be wrong. It was somebody else. Who was the other character? Let me see. I don't even think I got my other notes. Anyways, it was whoever Tiffany husband was. I think we haven't been introduced to him or Franklin yet. But yeah, I think that's it, y'all. Stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, deuces. Have a great rest of the day and be safe.